think I'm on the internet now. I've never really used Twitch before and I don't know what I'm doing. This could be a disaster. What I'm hoping is that this is just a nicer way for me to record the videos so I can edit them later. It's Monday night, 10 p.m, midnight in Australia, and that means the crossword is live. I'm going to see how quickly I can solve it. I really like the way Twitch looks for something like this. This is the DH, this is a Tuesday. We're very successful with it last week. See what happens this week. This is the one that catches me out with those big words, not as much as Saturday. Oh, I didn't like that. But let's see what we got. In front of ship is the bow, sweetheart, to surprise greatly. That'll be bowl over. Now we're off. So the bow is the front of the ship and your sweetheart is your lover. So string them together, you get bowl over. Bow lover or a bowl over. Started bearing upper class gent. Upper class gent is often clued to mean a toff. So a bearing's going to be a compass point and it's southeast in this case because you put toff after that and you get a phrase for started, which is set off. Beaten tribes English leave. Already I'm seeing that as an anagram of tribes. You beat the word tribes, but then you take the E out and you get tribs, leave, and then look back. That's going to be Bristol. And I can show you why, because, you know what, I'm going to try this thing. I don't care if this is a slower video. Well, maybe I can do it afterwards. Look, you're not meant to see that. Tribes, if you take the E out, you get tribs, and then low is the word for look. And if you put that back, you get O-L, and then if you anagram that, you get, you know what, I don't feel that's worth doing. You'll understand it, and if you don't, watch it again. Cake cooked by Gershwin in Portuguese islands. I think Gershwin is always Ira. It's never George, because George isn't that useful in a crossword. If it's George, it's going to be G. So we just need a cake cooked. Wait, in Portuguese, hang on, I'm seeing two possible literals. If it's a cake... No, wait, I'm thinking Madeira, but that's not a cake. No, let's move on. Mimic Australian exercise. Australian is A and exercise is PE, like your school class, and that gives you a word for mimic, which is ape. Okay, immediately I see area de Macrae, and I just think that's an anagram. It doesn't mean anything necessarily. It's gibberish. Area de Macrae tilled. De Macrae is no one, and they didn't till an area, so it's an anagram to show spirit of trust, and I am assuming that's camaraderie. Well, I'm not entirely sure how to spell it. I think I can do the end. Camaraderie. What is it? Is it just camera? Camaraderie? Let's find out when we get to the downs. Adios, New York critic. Problem. Again, anagram. Come on, man. Adios, NY critic. Problem being peculiar. Idiosyncratic. It's an anagram. It's regains big gold, right? Employs quadrupedal dinosaurs. Quadrupedal dinosaurs, well, there's many of them. Regains big gold, right? Big gold. Well, gold is usually AU. So look, they're dinosaurs is the literal. It must be, and we know it's. Hang on. Employees is users, so I know it finishes in that. Right is there, and then AU before it, and then regains big gold is what's going to give us the rest of it. It's not brontosauruses, but I just need a cross letter to give me a hint for that. Bad-mannered youth, Bob Hyde, hole out. It must be another anagram. We got Hyde, hole is 8 letters plus Bob gives us 11. A bad-mannered youth is going to be the literal. Out is the indicator or the signpost. I started reading this because I've read this already. This is DA, the Friday guy. This is his book. If you want to learn how to do cryptics, this is the thing to read. It's just, it's very great at explaining them, but he's just such a wordsmith. It's the most beautiful way to learn how to do it. Let's get back to this anagram. Hide, hold, youth, out. Is this going to be one of those English words like a scallywag or a ne'er-do-well? That's a bad man of youth. Let me get some crosswords and then I'll find an idea. Cleaner, backing Englishman. What are the Englishmen? Clean. Wait, what's cleaner backing? Is a cleaner going to be a brand like Jif? Becomes Fidge or something. Let's keep moving. New trend, putting silver into police search. I think this will be an anagram of trend. And no, hang on, all the way around. So silver is AG. And if we put that into a police search, what's a police search? An APB? No, we need a 5-letter word. If it's an anagram of trend, you could put silver into it, but dangered. Dragnet, police search. There we go. Governor of Cyprus to return greeting. Governor of Cyprus to return greeting. So this may be a proper noun for the Governor of Cyprus. Not sure. Most recent, the French cricket match. Oh, that's very cute. The in French, at least for the feminine, is la, and a cricket match is a test, and that gives you the latest. I love the idea of the French cricket match being la test. Cute. Ode P to translate it, so there's another anagram. I don't even have to read the whole clue, because of how clumsily it's written, no offense, Tuesday. One being sent home. That's deported. That's a word that's on my mind a lot lately. Fingers crossed I get sent home from Singapore. Bay Links, no, it's fine. Bay Links love old times in club. Is it a word for bay? Old times in club. Is a club just a bar? And so we put that around links. Love old times. I do not understand the phrasing of that. I'm going to go here now. Chardonnay for Patrick Trebbiano. I'm seeing that as a white wine. I'm not entirely sure why. Is this a pun on someone I should know? White wine. Patrick Trebbiano. The only name I know is Joey Tribbiani. That's even similar to that. And it ain't about him. I don't know what you're talking about. Keep moving. Said, I work with Little Jerk. Oh, interesting. Said, I work. That feels like there's two word plays to this and no literal. I think the answer is optic. So, oh wait, said I. Yeah, it feels like there's two word plays. Optic is the literal, and Little Jerk. So work is OP, as in opus, and a little jerk is a tick. That gives you optic, but I don't know where the literal is in that clue. Vice is back in each toxic condition in pregnancy. Toxic condition in pregnancy. This is probably something I should know, having had a wife who went through a pregnancy. Vice is back in each... Vice could be sin. Vice is back. In each. So I think each is going to be on the outside. Oh, here we go. A vice is a clam. Eclampsia. Is that a thing? Could be very embarrassing if it's not, but... ozia. Vice could also be a word for a sin, but I'm looking to see what one of the 7 sins are. It's not sloth or greed or anything. Red demons ruined, anagram there. Inner embryonic layers. Oh, it's something derms. So let's get the D-E-R out of there. We'll take the M out of demons and the S, and we're left with endoderms. Because there's your endoskeleton and your exoskeleton. Exo's the outer, endo's the inner. Willow tree, very big. That's right. Immediately imagined. What is it, Cuddy or Putty? I think it's Putty from Seinfeld saying that. Willow tree, very big. Yeah, that's right. That's an osier. Very big is OS, which is oversized. And that is IE. And then right is right. Just the letter R. Corporal after lover for Spanish dance. Well, it's flamenco. I don't know why. A lover is a flame, and then an NCO is your corporal. Some miracle for some Islamic chieftain. Some miracle for some Islamic chieftain. So that is an emir. That's cheeky. I guess that's cheeky because some is part of the container, and some here is the one that refers to the fact that you meant to draw it out from there. I like that old Patsy series of Rockstrata. See, the other problem with the keyboard is normally I'm actually leaning on it so that I can talk to the camera closer, and, well, and you're only going to hear that, aren't you? I like that old Patsy series of Rockstrata. You know, the italics here don't throw me off the scent, because the literal is not going to be, I like that. So it's Rockstrata, obviously. Probably going to be a igneous kind of thing. I don't know what an old Patsy series is, but I like that. Could be I so. Like that is so. Old Patsy series. It's a Rockstrata. I keep thinking the word igneous. I can't get it. Access point. Dr. Polethorn. That is going to be an anagram of Polethorn, which is North Pole, and that's an access point. Trial scheme. I am in for skilled airmen. I'm going to see that as a... Is it test pilot? I'm thinking trick pilot. Trial scheme. I am in. The trial scheme is the test. The trial is the test. The scheme is a plot, and you put I inside it. And then you get a skilled airman. In shape, old flower of Greek legend. Is it old flower? I don't know what you're talking about. In shape. That's not coming out. I think it's going to be a shape on the outside of the word, and then an old flower, and then of Greek legend could just be a famous Grecian hero from, I don't know, the Iliad or something. Enforce Irish poems. Rubbish. Irish poems. Is Irish going to be IR and then poems are odes? To enforce. To enforce. You know what? No, I'm going to finish them all. Explosion in some Port Kembla Street. Well, it's in some Port Kembla Street. You've got BLAST there, and that's an explosion. Time starts dwindling at the end. Time starts dwindling at the end. Time starts to be what's dwindling? At the end. No, I'm not seeing it. Serious, obscenely coarse person. Obscenely coarse person. What is serious? No, nothing quite. Hang on, I want to rush through this because I'm upset. Now I've set myself that goal of 15 minutes. Anytime I don't beat it in 15 minutes during the week, I'm disappointed, which... It is Madeira. And I just think that's a badly written clue. The cake is the Madeira. If it's cooked, it's made by Gershwin. You don't... Portuguese islands? Is that... I think that's one of the examples of... I'm going to look it up. What year? Madeira. Madeira Islands. There are... Hang on. Because there's no need for cake to be there. Or there's no need for... See, there's two literals. This is what I was talking about. I think I was complaining about this guy on Friday. It's just a bad clue. Alright, is this Brontosauruses? B-R-O-N. It can't be Brontosauruses. It's going to be... I think I've got it now. So big is OS. Oversize again, that's twice in a single grid. And regains, I think, gets is gains. And if arguably regains means you just spell it backward and you get Stegosauruses. Well, that's the story and I'm sticking to it. Cleaner. Backing Englishman. Oh, the cleaner is a mop and you back it and you get pom. Now, cute. Governor of Cyprus to return greeting. Governor of Cyprus. To return... Oh, this is a literary reference that I should have known, but never read or seen it. To return is just OT, spell it backwards, and then a greeting. A greeting that we all know quite well, and that's hello, and you get Othello. What do we have here? Enforce Irish poems. Rubbish. Oh, wait. How does this work? If it's got to have a D in it. I thought it might be an anagram of poems plus I for Irish, but that would suggest that deported is wrong. I think it has to be deported. There's the D right there. D, no, there is one being sent home is not a verb, it's the person, it's deportee. I'm glad I saw that before we got to the end. Impose, it is an anagram of poems. Nacha. Seriously obscene, coarse person. Alright, pretty confident on the O there. It's a coarse person. Serious. I keep thinking of a grot. What's this B and the H? Oh, here we go. Is this going to be a babbly dabhoon? Bob? Hide hole out, just so I can get a... We've got an H that's meant to go there. What am I doing? Leave the O there, you fool. H there, and there is a B. There's a third letter. Hobby to hole. I really hope this isn't an ancient reference that I don't know. Just exposing my ignorance again. I studied Latin. I should know these things. I feel like that's going to end in a hey. Yeah, it is. And then, nice Australian reference there. Who's the most famous serious man you know? It's Yahoo serious. But an obscenely coarse person is also a Yahoo. So there we have that. Let's put Y at the end. Hobbledehay. Is that a thing? If that's a D, time starts dwindling at the end. It is a D. Start of dwindling is D. At is just given, and the end is it's the end of the word the, which is E. It's looking pretty good for Hobbledehay. Isoplanks. There's a science term on that. 20 minutes. Oh, I'm annoyed. See, this is another reason I didn't want to do it as a live stream. There's every chance that there's just going to be something that's outside of my knowledge. And then I'm stuck at 3 clues at the end, not knowing a science term, an ancient Greek reference, and bay links? Bay links love old times in club. What's a bay? Wait. Is a bay lynx a bobcat? The club isn't a bar, it's a bat. And then love. Love is O, and BC is old times. They are old times. They're very old. I don't want to sit here for another 10 minutes though, trying to nut out two things that I may not even know. So I want to check hobble-de-hay in case it's through. Hobble-de-hoy? Really? Are you getting this? Are you getting the disdain? I hope the disdain is coming across. Yes, show me what's wrong with it. All of it. Yeah, there's not camaraderie? Yeah, there's already 2 E's in there, but there's 1, 2, 3 A's, so it must be that. Alright, thank you. What if you just do in, shape and old? That's 8 letters. And we've already got 4 of them there. S, H, D, and L. So that leaves A, P, E, O. Asphodo. If it's of Greek legend, then is this an adjective referring to... what are we going to go? A G? You know, if I had more people in the chat, we could vote for what letter I'm going to guess here. Or you could just tell me what the answer is, because you probably know it. It's not a P, so it could be a B or a G. What do we got? Alright, does that mean it's asphodel? Look at this, 6 minutes on 3 clues. Is it a C? It's a C. Isoclines. Wow, cool. Rock strata? Awesome. So underwhelming. So anticlimactic. That was so much fun. Straight into it from bowl over with bow lover. You know, we got setbacks like Madeira. Get someone to copy. I mean, I know print media is dying, but surely you could just hand it to a mate, like any of the other people who do the rest of the week and be, hey DA, could you just look over that for me? I mean, is he so busy? Or is it a busman's holiday? Or is it more that he's like, it's not my job? Look, all those reasons are fair enough. Alright, thanks for tuning in. I hope this saves.